Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a full face of high-end luxury makeup versus a full face of dupes. I mean, let's be real. I have a certain passion for dupes. It's one of my favorite things to do, like hunt for more affordable alternatives for you guys and just in general to save money. Because I mean, if you can, you should, right? And we got a whole heap of goodies in here. I've got some really viral makeup dupes. I've got some awesome dupes that I've never shown you guys before that I have discovered recently. I've got some K-beauty dupes. I have been so obsessed with Korean beauty lately. I think I've told you guys about this probably many a time now. I just cannot stop buying Korean skincare and Korean makeup. I am addicted. The results that I'm getting from the skincare are absolutely phenomenal. Their makeup products are absolutely incredible. I do personally buy all of my K-beauty and Korean beauty stuff from Yes Style. Yes Style is a really awesome website. I guess it's kind of like Sephora for K-beauty or Ulta for K-beauty. It's sort of like a one-stop shop for everything. They've got all of the best Korean skincare brands, all the best Korean beauty brands. They've got heaps of high-end stuff. They've got affordable drugstore priced stuff. Literally just everything. And they've always got sales on as well. So 9 times out of 10, you will be able to get the products cheaper on there than if you were to just go into the store to buy them. I do still have a discount code with Yes Style. I have had that one for years. I'll pop it up on the screen here if you are interested in using it. Obviously, this video is all about saving money. So if you want to save even more money and you want to try some Korean beauty for yourself, just use that code. Now, obviously, I will be linking and listing all of the products that I'm using in today's video down below. I will link the high-end product and the affordable dupe and where I got it, and you'll find all the links down there. So I feel like, is that done for the rambling? Let's jump into actually doing the makeup. Now I'm going to do all of the high end on this side and then all of the affordable dupes on this side. So first up for primer, I've got the Too Faced Primed and Poreless. This is a pore minimizing primer that I have really enjoyed throughout the years. You guys know a lot of pore minimizing primers. I just find them too slippery, too silicone based, too kind of like heavy on the skin. This one is a really, really, really nice option. It definitely blurs the skin and it definitely helps your makeup last. It does still have that silicone texture, but it's not too like over the top to the point where, it makes my makeup slide right off. You can actually already see the difference in my pores on this side of my face in comparison to this side. You can just sort of see like a lot more texture here in comparison to here. But I got to tell you, this one from Focallure, this is the Blur Max, and I did actually grab this one off Yes Style. Focallure products are incredible, really, really, really affordable. But I do know of some people that have had some issues shopping Focallure off the actual Focallure website. I don't know if it's like a customs thing or what it is. Buying it off the Yes Style website is a lot easier, and it's just quicker shipping and usually even cheaper. But this is the Blur Max Smooth and Oil Control Primer, and honestly, if you put this in the same package as the Too Faced one, I would not be able to tell the difference between the two. But if I smooth this onto the skin, and with these formulas, I kind of like to press them in a little and sort of smooth them out rather than like rubbing it. You don't want to cause any pilling or anything like that. Just push them into the skin. Look at how well that's erased the texture there on my cheek. And it feels exactly the same as the Too Faced side. Like, honestly, save your money. For brows on the high-end side, I'm going to be using my beloved Benefit Brow Microfilling Pen. I have been obsessed with this for years now. It's a little 3-pronged pen, and you just very quickly and simply draw in your individual brow hairs. It's just a quick brow, it's an easy brow, and it's a natural brow. I pretty much have a meltdown when I run out of this because it's like my favorite brow pen ever. Such a good product, and it's just so quick and simple. I absolutely love it. And you just draw in like individual brow strokes. So it doesn't actually necessarily look like you've filled your brows in, but they look thicker. It's kind of like, I don't know, an optical illusion. And then on the dupe side, I've actually got another Korean beauty product. So again, from Yes Style, this is the, I can't remember if the actual brand name is Monster Factory or if the brand is Long Kill. But basically, this is actually a 4-pronged pen, so it's got even more prongs than the Benefit one. But it does literally exactly the same thing. You draw in individual brow strokes. It's very quick and easy, and it just looks insanely natural. Like, my brows are filled, but you can't tell that I filled them in, kind of a thing. Just, so good. I keep finding all of these random pieces of glitter on my face. There's glitter everywhere in here at the minute. I need to do a serious cleanup. So moving on to foundation, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This is a really nice full coverage foundation that's not too heavy on the skin, that will give you a really, really perfected finish. I'm going to use this on the high end side. When you layer this one over a pore minimizing primer, Like, oh, I kid you not, it is a filter. It looks like a straight up filter on the skin. Just does a really good job at like eliminating texture. The coverage is nice. It's still relatively breathable if you're not somebody that actually likes the feeling of a heavy foundation on the skin. Like, it will give you the coverage, but also like the lightweightness that generally most people are looking for. This was one of the foundations that I was originally considering wearing on my wedding day. I did end up going with the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation, and I'm so glad, and just like, I'm glad that I made that decision because the photos came out beautifully. Like, I don't regret it, but this was a very, very close runner up. So smoothing that one all over the skin, and then on the dupes side, I have this little baby from She Glam, and this one is literally like $9. Here in Australia, this is like $80, $90, $100. I can't remember. It's a lot of money. So this one here is the She Glam Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation. This is, again, a very full coverage product that is still lightweight on the skin. It still feels quite breathable, but it will give you that perfect, full-on, perfected, smooth, flawless Photoshopped look. Like, I've got Facetune on my face type vibe. So just blending the two of those out, I do have quite a few shades in both the Charlotte Tilbury and the She Glam one, and I've tried to match them up as best as possible. Hopefully it works. Hopefully. The She Glam one actually does come in a ridiculous number of shades. Certainly for an affordable foundation. I have always typically found in the past, I know L'Oreal does a really, really amazing job with their True Match range, but normally drugstore brands, they just don't have like the shade selection that higher end brands do. But the She Glam one, like, the color selection is awesome. And now that both sides of my face are blended out, like, honestly, I really cannot tell the difference. So high-end expensive side, drugstore dupe side, I think that they're pretty bang on close. Now for today's look, I'm going to be doing cream contouring, cream blush. We're going to do like a creamy sort of a situation. So I'm going to jump straight into concealer. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Touch Concealer. I am still in love with this. This is a really nice lightweight concealer that is very creamy on the skin. I'm going to pop it on the inner corner, under my eye, maybe a little here. Nothing too much. And just blending that in. I mean, it's smoother than anything, isn't it? Like, look at it. She beautiful. But then for the dupe side, I've got another concealer that I've really, really been enjoying lately. This is the Makeup Revolution IRL Filter Finish Soft Matte Concealer. My God, that's a big name. I find that I get exactly the same results as the ABH one with this. It's very smooth, it's very creamy, very easy to blend, very long lasting on the skin. Like, just overall, very good. So blending that in. All right, back to the high-end side. I've got the Tarte Sculpt Tape. This is a liquid bronzer. It is a very beautiful product. I do really, really like it. It is interesting, like Charlotte Tilbury did it first, and then it's like every other brand has duped her. Even though this isn't a drugstore brand, it is very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I know that that one is constantly sold out. So if you can't get your hands on this one, this is a really, really nice option. This stuff is so pigmented, and it does dry down fairly quickly. So it's a good idea to get it on quick and then blend it in quick. And one thing that they did actually launch with that Sculpt Tape is this little contour blending brush, and I absolutely love this. I find that I use it all the time for liquid contour now. It's just really good for like buffing, like you sort of press it into the skin and then gently flick upwards, and it blends the product out seamlessly but without it completely disappearing on the skin, if that makes sense. Just sort of tap away until it's blended. It's a really good brush. And then I like to just run over it with that same makeup sponge that I used earlier. Perfectly blended. Gorge. Buffing that all into my hairline there. Oh, my voice keeps cracking. Like, this must be what it's like to go through puberty as a teenage male. Wow. And then just softly blending the edge with that sponge again. Beautiful. 2 seconds. And I do find that it dries down really well and lasts like all day on the skin. And then for the dupe side, I'm of course going to be using the She Glam Liquid Contour. I mean, come on. There is just literally no better dupe out there. And out of all of the liquid contours that I've got, all of the ones that I own, all of the ones that I love, this one still comes out on top every single time, and it's like $5. And I mean, look how pigmented it is. It is insane, and it just blends out in 2 seconds. So I've applied it in exactly the same way, and I'm just going to use that same brush. I am cleaning off the brushes and the sponges with alcohol, like every time in between using them. This brand here is from my beautiful friend Carla. It's called With Carla. Her Brush Defense Makeup Brush Cleaner. So good, and it smells like heaven. So just tapping that into the skin, the same as the Tarte one. I will say as well, The She Glam one does blend out quicker. It requires less blending than the Tarte, and I just feel like it looks more seamless and more smooth on the skin. Like I'm telling you, for a $5 product, you cannot go wrong with this. And I am actually going to add a tiny little of both of these just into the crease of my eyes. I'm not going to be doing any eyeshadow today, but I do want like a bit of a shadow in there. All right, moving on to blush now, and one of the most iconic and most famous blushes literally of all time, the Benefit Benny Tint. This is a really awesome product. This is a cheek and lip stain. It's very, very lightweight, and it is very, very long lasting. The funny thing about these Benefit cheek tints is they were actually originally invented as like a nipple tint. The most interesting story, like Google it and read about it. It's really interesting. It's a really beautiful formula too. Very buildable, but also very, very long lasting. Like look how pretty and natural it looks on the cheek. Like it's not too much. It's sort of just enough. And then for the dupe side, I've got this one from Etude. This is another K-beauty brand. Oh my gosh, Etude House. Some of the most incredible products. Really recommend them. Of course, got this from Yes Style as well. But literally exactly the same as the Benefit Cheek Tint. Like you just apply it to the skin and you blend it out, and it just gives the prettiest natural flush that will last you all day. I really am obsessed with both of these formulas. Like they're just both so gorgeous on the skin. No complaints for me, and with my oily skin type, they both last all day. So yeah, you're not going to be disappointed with either. Now for setting powder, I am going to be using our Velvet Finishing Powder from my brand Nikkia Joy Cosmetics. I think that she's undupable. Like she's literally undupable. So I'm going to quickly cheat with this. I'm going to set everything down and then we'll move on. I've just never found anything that comes even close to matching this, and I'm sorry. I know probably some people find it irritating that I always talk about it, but it is literally the only setting powder I will use. The only one. I do my makeup and I use another setting powder, and I look in the mirror and I'm just like, no, don't hate me for it, guys. It is what it is. And I mean, I've always said from the beginning of my channel, and by the way, we've almost been here on YouTube for nearly 10 years. Can you believe how crazy that is? December will be 10 years for my channel. I've always said I will remain completely honest with you guys, and I'll tell you absolutely everything that I use and everything that I recommend. This is all I use. This is all I use. Okay, jumping back to the eyes quickly, I'm going to be doing like a smoked out sort of a winged eyeliner look. On the high end side, I have this kohl pencil, the Pat McGrath Permagel Ultra Glide Eye Pencil in Extreme Black. This is basically like a black eye pencil. It is very creamy, I will give them that, but it's very, very expensive. So I'm pretty much just going to trace this one along the lash line and then use an angled brush to smudge it out. So just gently dragging that along, smudging it out. And then with whatever is left on the brush, I'm going to start creating like a bit of a smoky wing with it. Just a very quick and simple eye look. Very lived in and sort of messy. I'm all about the easy at the minute. Whatever's easy, I'm into. And this may feel a little tedious, but I pretty much like continuously layer on the kohl pencil and then smudge. And you can even use like a tiny little bit of black eyeshadow just to help sort of blend the edges if you want. But see how it's like a really smoky lived in wing? So good. And you know what? You can get a little sweaty. You can wear your makeup for a long time. Because it's messy to begin with, the messier it gets, it's kind of like the better it looks. And then for the dupe side, I have the Essence Kajal pencil. I've been using these Essence pencils for years. I also really, really, really like the Rimmel pencils. They do really amazing black pencils, but you know, it's essentially exactly the same thing. A nice, smoky, smudgy black eyeliner pencil that's very easy for doing like a smoky wing like this. So exact same process, drawing on with the pencil, taking the angled brush, smudging it out, and I'm going to slowly build this up into a wing. This will take me like a couple of minutes, so I might jump off camera quickly and finish it, and then I will come back when it is all done. All right, both sides are looking nice and smoky now, so we're ready to move on to mascara. Now, for the high-end side, Dior Show Blackout. The Dior mascara that everybody loves, everybody knows, very iconic, but very, very expensive. But it does give you the most amazing, like full-on volume and length. It gives you lashes that look like false lashes, so we're not at all mad about that. So I'm just feathering this and sort of wriggling that through my lashes, building that mascara up. It is going to be kind of tricky for you guys to see my lashes because of that smoky wing, but believe me when I tell you, this mascara will make your lashes look huge. It just comes with a massive price tag. Like there are definitely way more affordable mascaras that I honestly think do a better job. You don't need this. Do you want to feel bougie and, you know, whip your duo mascara out in front of your friends? That's a whole different story. But as far as like performance and just practicality, the price just, it's very expensive. But then for the dupe side, I do have this one from SheGlam. This is the all-in-one. This one's cool because it is a double-ended mascara. So there's like a volumizing wand on one end, and then on the other end, there's like a lifting and curling wand. One is a bristle, one is a rubber brush. I get amazing results out of this mascara. I've loved this one for, well, it's actually been a couple of years now that I've had this in my collection and have been using it. It's not the same tube, don't worry, it's not an expired tube. But this will give your lashes lots of volume, lots of length, and it doesn't transfer. So in a lot of ways, it is an oily skin miracle, and it's only like, I feel like it's like $5. Like, it is literally that cheap. No kidding. The lashes on both sides look exactly the same. Now, I am wanting this look to be quite lashy, so I might even chuck on a couple of false lashes. I'm not actually sure if I have told you guys this here on my YouTube channel or not, but we did recently launch individual lashes from my brand, Nikkia Joy Cosmetics, obviously, but individual lashes, these are brand new to our collection. They are little individual clusters of lashes, and they're just really awesome because they're completely customizable. So A, if you don't like strip lashes, or B, you're just wanting to look, you know, really, really natural, or you're even only wanting to put like a couple of clusters on the outer corner to elongate the eye. You're not wanting to go in with like a full strip. These are a really, really awesome option. They come in these beautiful acrylic boxes, very gorgeous, very bougie. And then you can see here, they are all individual clusters. We do have the bold version, which is these ones, and then also the natural version, which is sort of like a lighter weight option. Hang on, I'll show you them side by side. So bold down the bottom there and natural up the top. And they do also come in 3 different lengths. So there's short, medium, and a long. I'm going to take some of the medium ones. They're so easy to apply. You just grab them out with a pair of tweezers. Very easy. Dunk them in a little bit of glue and then drop them onto your lashes. Like literally 2 seconds. You can wear 1 or 2. You can fill up the whole lash. You can use them in addition to some of your strip lashes if you want to customize them. Just a really awesome extension of the range. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a couple of these on the outer corner just to elongate that cat wing. And then we'll come back for the lips because that's the last thing that we've got to finish this makeup look. Okay, I popped on a bunch of those individual lashes. We're looking very nice and lashy now. Moving on to lips now, I have this Fenty liquid lipstick. This is the shade Uncuffed. In my opinion, one of the best Fenty liquid lipsticks. Beautiful rosy color, really, really nice. Looks good on every skin tone. Long-lasting lipstick, but still really nice and hydrating on the lips. So I'm going to pop this on this side. Very quick to apply. So easy to get around the cupid's bow too. See how gorgeous that color is? Really pretty rose. And then for the dupe side, I've got another Korean beauty product. Again from YesStyle. I told you, I'm addicted. I keep going back on there and buying more stuff. I'm out of control, but literally exactly the same color. And this again is a liquid lipstick that's very, very long lasting, but also very hydrating on the lips. And if I'm being honest, you guys, the Etude House one is even more lightweight and even more hydrating than the Fenty one, but you still get that really beautiful color. Let's apply this on both sides. It does go on sort of looking a tiny little bit lighter, but it does dry down exactly the same color. I mean, as far as dupes go, that's pretty damn close, right? Like you literally, I can hardly tell the difference, honestly. So there you go, guys. A full face of high-end luxury makeup versus a full face of dupes. Looking at my skin in the mirror, looking at my eyes, looking at my brows, looking at my cheeks, looking at my lips, I seriously cannot tell the difference. Both sides look very smooth. Both sides feel very smooth. Like I honestly stand behind these dupes 100%. High-end luxury side, drugstore affordable side. Comment down below if you can see the difference. I personally cannot. I'm like staring at my skin like desperately trying to see. I can't see the difference. But I hope that you guys really enjoyed today's video. Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know, have you tried any of these products or any of these dupes? Did you love them? Did you hate them? And give me your dupe recommendations. I would love to know what dupes you guys recommend. And also video requests. I need video requests. I'm in a bit of like a creative slump at the minute. I'm pumping out TikTok videos every single day and stuff on Instagram every single day. Make sure you are following me on both Instagram and TikTok if you are interested in seeing my face daily. But for YouTube, YouTube videos, and because like the YouTube landscape has changed so much, I'm sort of a bit like, what do you guys want to see? I love you guys heaps. Give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I will catch you all in my next one.